What's up, guys?
Episode
Thanks for
2.
tuning in to the Premium Poppin'
Episode
Podcast.
2.
Episode
2.
Episode 2.
We're out here in these streets.
In these streets.
On gang.
Holy fuck.
On gang, we're in these
And
streets on
today's
episode 2.
we got Overwatch playing in the background.
Hell yeah.
Jacob's in control of that right now. So
Yeah, Jacoby got the sticks. Jacoby's on the sticks.
I'm always on the sticks. I'm better than all
Fucking
these.
faggot.
All
hey,
right,
the
shut
usual,
fuck up.
anytime you hear a random fuck, shit,
Yeah, that's me.
what the fuck?
That's me dying.
It's Jacob.
Yeah,
Getting
it's Jacob.
wrecked.
Dying.
Every time.
And I might switch
guaranteed.
games mid-podcast because this game gets
Yeah.
me toxic.
He
So,
might just switch
Very
up.
toxic.
I might go back to Seed, Rainbow Six Siege or something. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll announce it out loud.
All right,
Guessing.
bet.
Anyways,
On
but we
gang.
all just ate, got some checkers.
Hell yeah. I
Hell
had
yeah.
2 motherfucking chili dogs and then a chicken bites
Fucking
box.
nasty.
Almost
The
got
chili dogs was low-key nasty as fuck, but the young nigga was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Had to eat it anyway. Because I'm broke as shit and beggars can't be choosers. You did? You
Yeah,
did.
they can. Okay, that's a fucking lie. I hate
No.
that.
Yeah, you can make it work on a budget.
I mean,
Like I'd rather
got
starve
many
to
options.
death. I'd rather starve to death than
mean-
eat beets. I'll just tell you that right now.
Eat
You know,
beets?
you
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'd
eat
rather
beets.
die than
Suck.
eat beets for,
I don't know what beets taste like. So
Dirt.
I might eat beets,
Dirt.
but I don't know. I don't know what they taste
honestly.
Dirt,
Yeah.
soil.
I'll be working in the grocery and so many just random vegetables. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's a
There was like a
start.
rutabaga.
Oh.
You know what a
Rutabaga-
fucking
I've
rutabaga
heard
is?
the name.
I have
It's a
heard
fucking
the-
wax ball. That's what it is.
Yeah, for real.
I've heard the name, but I've never actually like fucking eaten it
I'm
before.
like, what the fuck is? What do you
Oh,
cook with this?
rutabaga.
It's like imagine those shot puts or whatever for like track and field.
Yeah.
It looks
yeah.
like
Got you.
an Earth version of that. Like the
Yeah,
Earthbender
exactly.
Hey,
made
y'all
this.
see the video of the teacher that's like, say it with me, no pomegranate.
yes, yes.
No fucking
No
pomegranates.
pomegranates. That's so.
That
funny.
Was that like a
killed me.
psychology teacher or something?
I have no
Yeah, I
idea, but all I
guess.
know is that bitch was
She got some
big fucking
PTSD.
mad. She was
pomegranate.
she got PPSD. She got pomegranate post traumatic stress disorder.
Her
Like,
dad.
damn,
her
son.
dad definitely beat her with pomegranates. That's a
What?
joke.
Maybe she like got tied down by her dad like at the dinner table, just like eat beets.
Eat these
Hey,
fucking
and
pomegranates.
if you don't eat your pomegranates tonight, you're having it tomorrow for breakfast.
Yeah.
So you better fucking hell no. I used to hate that shit.
it's gonna be there tomorrow
Oh, y'all saw me.
Disgusting.
I'm fucking the best.
Fucking
Yeah.
disgusting.
I'm the best Ana and Overwatch. If you want to be on me, DM me.
You know, you're pretty fucking trash.
All right, fuck.
Look
you.
at that.
I mean, there's like 6 dudes right
Yeah,
there.
and you
so-
fucking
I'm
still
healer.
miss.
I'm healer. Fuck you.
Anyways.
Fuck you.
This ain't a
Everybody
gaming
knows
podcast.
Anna is a fucking DPS main.
Oh, I fuck that.
Okay.
Okay, I hate you.
Can we not make
Alright,
this a
alright,
gaming podcast?
alright.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking as a child, man, I did not like vegetables or
Yes,
anything
me
like
I
either.
that.
still don't
Fucking
really
never.
like if
I
it's
like
by itself.
carrots.
If it's in the meal, fine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like in my
fair
burgers,
enough.
my burgers and shit can have like
Fair
lettuce,
enough.
tomato, and all of that. But they're like people at college, at the school I go to, the university I go to. They're like people who get like spinach smoothies, which is literally like yogurt and spinach.
Wasn't your school like a freaking culinary major?
Yeah,
school?
yeah, it's
Like
a culinary
majority
school.
is culinary?
Yeah, majority culinary, but still, it's like really. This is what
Yeah.
y'all like. I could not. I've tried it before. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
What, the smoothies?
I feel
Yeah,
that.
like the spinach and yogurt fucking smoothie.
Oh,
It's fucking
spinach is
disgusting.
so fucking gross.
I'll have spinach. Like honestly, I'll eat spinach by itself.
I'll kill you.
What
How's
the
that?
hell is wrong
literally.
with you?
So
How about I just kill you?
there was this
Yeah.
one time we went to dinner. I went to dinner with this family, and
Just a
I'm not
random
really
family?
a salad. It was random family. No, I just pulled up
Yeah,
a chair.
We all
What's up?
fucking know.
What's up, fellas?
What's
we
up,
all
guys?
fucking know.
Nah, so I went up, met them for dinner. I think it was like Ruby Tuesday, something like that.
Ew.
They have a salad bar.
Ew.
I'm not a fan of salad.
No, yeah, me either.
So
Just-
I agree.
Just grass. It's flavored.
the dad was like, you can order a salad bar if you want. I was like, I'll pass. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I don't nobody want no fucking
I'd rather,
salad.
yeah.
And then but my friend I went with, he was like, whenever the waitress was asking for an order, he's like, yeah, and 3 salad bars for us. And he was pointing
Oh.
to him, his girlfriend, and me. And I was like, oh,
Bitch,
no.
I did not want this. I told you I'm
Oh,
good.
no.
Why would you
I'm
put
gonna
me
have
in
to
this
eat-
position?
I'm going to have to eat salad bar now.
Fuck no.
You gotta do shit. I'm pouring that shit in the garbage.
No, I was like, well, let me go get my freaking plate now. And then I don't like lettuce
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So I was just like, spinach. Let me test it out. Got literally a plate of like just a pile of spinach.
Good
It
fucking
just
God.
looked like leaves for like a.
You're legendary.
Got some like bacon bits, some
No.
cheddar. Got
Hell
some
yeah.
crackers.
The bacon bits, I fuck
Pretty much
with.
everything that makes a salad bar unhealthy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
I
what
just
you
put
gotta
it on
do.
top of spinach, and I was
Oh.
like, all right.
You know,
It fucking
I'm
is.
big mad. I'm huge mad that everything that's good, like tastes good, is bad for you. Like, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
Why?
be.
Why
I don't
couldn't
know.
Whoever
everything
created
be-
humans
Yo,
just
I have,
screwed
like,
us
this
all over
hyper-
Like,
with that.
right.
I have a hypermetabolism or whatever. I guess that's what my doctor calls it. So I can't gain weight off eating. It's weird. So it's
You
crazy.
know how many females that are listening right now are just like,
listen, guys.
I hate you.
Come get some blood from me. I got you.
I'm gonna give everybody fucking AIDS.
Hey, I don't have AIDS, pussy. I'd be obligated to tell everybody that. It's almost like a cop
That's
is on the
You have
charge.
to wear a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's a
I-
fucking
I have
charge.
AIDS.
You know, like that dumb bit, like, are you a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
Oh my god.
Like that. Do you have AIDS? You have to tell me if you do. No, I don't, bitch. I don't. But I don't have
Yes,
AIDS.
you
You fucking do. That's a whole charge, bruh.
That's a whole.
Fucking
prison
Junkrat.
time. Prison time.
That's
You
prison
just
time.
killed that
yeah,
man.
that's murder.
A man gay, Drake. Drake's gay. Y'all heard that on the podcast.
I mean, you'd be the one who's gay because
No.
he's
He
saying you're
said
doing
He
it.
said it.
No.
But the
Alright.
action falls on you.
Argento, you better not reflect this on me. Like fucking, I'm fucking a Pokemon. I will not be a part of this.
Argento used reflect.
Yo, but
You're the one who's gay, not him.
I thought of a story.
Oh yeah, because you guys, whoever tuned into first week's episode, you know, he said
He just interrupted
left
me.
us on a cliffhanger.
He just interrupted me. Do you
He
guys
did.
hear that?
But I'm just letting the loyal
The view-
premium pop
Oh, it's a
podcasters.
McCree.
All right,
letting
bro.
the loyal premium pop and podcast subscribers know you left us on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
All right, finish it
I
up,
get
Jacob.
it.
Let us know.
Fuck,
Let's
all
hear
that
it.
just for
Let's
that,
hear it.
huh?
Let's
Okay.
hear it.
Shut up, man.
Alright,
Damn.
And you can tune into third week's episode.
Alright.
Goodbye, guys.
Yeah. No.
Alright.
Fuck.
Alright.
Okay, so I got home from work, right? I worked late. I got home at like 12 something.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
oh my god.
That
oh
was
my God.
spicy as fuck.
I got home at 12. I fucking pulled my driveway. There's a fucking big ass pit bull in my yard sniffing my trash. I'm like, this is it, you know? I can't make it to the door in time. I'm dead. I'm dead. So I'm sitting there like waiting, like just finishing out this song. I'm like, after the song, this fucker will be gone. I look, he's gone. So at this point, I'm like kind of scared, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't see him. He must not be there anymore. So I get up and kind of like, you know, just like fast walk to my house, and then I made it there. Obviously, I didn't get maimed or nothing. It was good. And I fucking see him, and he's like across the street, and he starts like running to the door. I'm like, yeah,
Oh dear
lock
God.
the door.
Dear
Yeah.
God.
He didn't do anything like bark at the door.
Gotta
thank
protect your
God.
family.
Yeah, gotta save
Absolutely.
my family's life there.
From those vicious pit bulls.
Hide the
Yeah.
kids.
Vicious as fuck.
Crazy.
Absolutely
This
insane.
reminds me. Somebody was going through line or something at my store, and
Yeah.
they had dog food. And then the cashier was like, "Oh, so like, what kind of dog you got?" And then he's like, he said some sort of breed, and then he was like, "They're 190 pounds." And I said, "Excuse me?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
You have a bear."
that's literally. Yo, speaking
That's
of
a
bears,
full-grown
Drake-
fucking man.
Yeah. But
What the
yeah,
fuck?
I was like, I weigh 180. That
Oh,
dog is
hell
10
no.
pounds heavier than me.
What the hell?
That's
yeah,
insane.
that dog is 40 pounds
I
heavier
was
than
like,
me.
I'm
That's a
6'2",
good-
180.
That's a
That
good
dog is freaking
60
beast.
pounds heavier than I am.
What in the absolute fuck? How?
But
How?
speaking of bears,
Drake's got a good bear story.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
off work one night, you know, pulling into my driveway, and I look to my right where my trash can is, and look how we have it, a bear.
A fucking black bear.
A whole ass bear.
You gotta
Whole
remember,
And I was
bear.
like,
you
in
gotta know,
Florida. In
Drake,
Florida.
Drake lives in the middle of nowhere.
this is
Yeah.
true, 100%
Yeah.
true.
Literally,
It's
yeah.
just
His
the middle
house,
of
his
nowhere.
neighbor's like 3 miles down the road.
Yeah. So I was like, excuse me? And so I was turning, and I like just brake, and this bear just runs across, and I was just like, I have like a SUV type car, you know, like it was taller than my hood
Oh.
Damn,
running across, and I was like,
son.
Yeah.
holy shit.
That's fucking scary. I would have been.
I didn't know what to do. I just,
I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I was like,
Believe that.
what the
I'm
fuck?
gonna go see the
So I
buddies.
just like pulled into like where I usually park, and I just sat there for a second, just like to see where that freaking bear ran into. It was just like into like the bushes and
Yeah, yeah,
trees
yeah.
and shit. And I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I gotta book it.
Yeah,
So I just,
exactly.
like, I grabbed
Honestly,
whatever I had, like my phone and shit. I was just like running to
Fuck
my house,
no.
like
Hope I don't forget my
fuck
charger.
no. I'm
hope I
not
don't
dealing-
drop my keys or some shit.
Yeah.
You know how scared I wouldn't have got out the fucking car, bro.
You know,
I'm
our
gone.
one
Yo,
friend-
all you had to do was like draw, like the circle.
Oh yeah, I should have just stood
draw
like
the sea
outside my
bear.
car, draw a circle of the sea bear.
Not an
Yeah.
oval though.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
That's a
fucking
circle.
oval.
That's an oval. So it's like
Wear
don't-
sombrero slightly tilted.
Yeah, don't crawl away. That makes it worse. That was so funny.
You're making him angry.
God, SpongeBob's the best.
Anywho, what were you saying, bro?
But you remember our one friend, her mom told her, she said, hey, you should check under your car to make
Yes.
sure nobody's hiding under
Yeah.
there with a knife.
So yeah,
That's how she has to be speaking
this
from
episode.
experience.
I'm gonna
No,
do.
I guess she was like, it was popular when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Where the
um,
fuck did you live?
Oh, yeah, this episode I'm doing better with not naming names, and we're all self-conscious of
hopefully I
it,
don't
but
have to-
especially me because I did it like 5 times last episode.
It's like,
I'm tired of
But-
censoring names.
Speaking of serial killers like under cars, this one time I was like checking under my car, and there was a fucking man. No, I'm joking. But my dad had a friend growing up here in Florida, and he moved away. But when he came back, his friend told him the story. So his friend moved away to Texas when he was like 13, and he was in this new town, and there was like this. He was at the bowling alley, hanging out with his new friends, and there's always this guy, and at the mall too. There's always this guy that would like, hey, do you guys want me to walk to your car? Like really creepy.
What
And
the
then he was like, yo,
fuck?
what's up with this creepy guy?
Hell
And
no.
all of his friends were like, oh, that's Herbert the pervert.
Oh,
And so,
Whoa.
and-
What?
yeah,
Whoa.
and so they're all 13, 14 years old, and he kept doing this, and they were like, you know what? Let's fucking we have a plan. Oh, and like so apparently he was like almost probably a registered sex offender, but he was still like
Good
Yeah,
went
fucking
still
on.
out on the streets.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
fucking God.
Lurking.
Yeah. So they had this idea. So one time at the bowling alley, they were like, hey, come back here, like calling him back there.
Yeah.
These fucking 14-year-olds beat the shit out of him. A grown man, 30 years old, jumped him and took his money.
Damn right.
They never saw him
money.
again.
You're getting finessing.
No.
Never fuck out
No.
of
Again,
nigga,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My
That's
dad has a
fucking
lot. My dad has lived a life, a crazy one, and I think he's like passed that gene on to me.
We need to have him as a guest on the episode
We do.
one time.
Lit. Oh, that would be great.
Just like to put it into context, like this is like just a short story. This one time, he was driving down the road, and you know those? I'm sure you guys know, but like the big ass cell towers,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
tall ones. He was like, and everybody thinks this. He was like driving during a storm, and he was like, "Yo, I wonder if they'll get struck by lightning." He said, not even 5 seconds later, this fucking bitch gets struck by lightning.
That's
He
fucking
saw it. He
wild.
goes
Insane.
all the way down.
That's
he was
wild.
like, "Yo, I'm a fucking superhero or something." But
Zeus's son.
yeah,
Bro, living in Florida,
oh,
you always, every summer, you're going to have to deal with hurricane weather.
Yes.
It's just a
Yep.
given.
this fucking
Hell
even
yeah.
it could be in the winter. We had a big ass storm 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropical
It's
fucking
just
storm.
it's January now.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
But you just know. And then so you're pretty much used to driving in it.
Yeah.
But anytime you have
Absolutely.
out of town people that are like, they're
That
Oh.
don't know how to
They
fucking
immediately
drive.
put on their emergency lights.
Ooh,
immediately
that's fucking
pull
lit.
over. And it's like, you can't see them pulling over because you're literally driving through water.
Yeah, literally.
Waterfall.
And there's
Yeah.
It's
wind
like driving through a
and
waterfall.
And then
going
so,
like 45 miles per hour. You don't see shit.
really. And then so I just remember one time it was like I just started driving. It was like that summer or something like that because
Yeah.
I think I turned 16 like that April or something like that. And
Yeah,
then so I
yeah.
was like that summer started driving. So I only was driving by myself for like a month or two.
Right.
And then so just the boom, very first like hurricane weather.
Yeah.
I think it was like right before Irma or some shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It was like
No, it wasn't right before Irma.
If you
Irma was
ju-
2017.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we had
So
like
it
a
had to
scare
be-
of a hurricane a couple years, like
Yeah.
before Irma, but nothing like.
I mean, shit,
I
Florida's
forgot.
getting.
But
we
anyways,
always
I
get
was just
fucked
driving
up.
through that. I was like, all right. So I just turned on my music and I was just driving. I was like, please don't drive into a tree. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
because you can't see what's
right.
in front of you. You're just
Yeah.
like, you're just driving, coasting, especially on a highway. You're driving.
Yeah,
you don't
You
know.
can't do anything.
Yeah,
really. You
you're just
can't
like-
fucking see
It
more
just
than
feels like a
2 feet in front
simulation
of
at
the
that
car,
point. You're just
Yeah.
like, well, if I die, I die.
Yeah.
It's like shit. This is where I chose to live. This is where I
Yeah.
live right now. Nothing
Yeah.
I can fucking do.
Yeah, I always like thought about how like different my life would be if like my parents chose to live somewhere else. Like I was actually born in Georgia.
Yeah.
Actually in like a small town called Riverdale, and that's a popular show. So isn't that cool?
Isn't that a
That's
coincidence?
pretty.
Isn't that
That's pretty
crazy?
fucking lame.
Isn't
Yeah.
the Dylan
That's
Sprouse
pretty
character
lame.
Is it
based
Argento?
on
Suck
you?
my dick. Suck my dick.
You want to
Argento.
fucking fight, bro?
I don't.
I'll harvest your toes.
Okay. But I always like thought about. I always thought
Wait
about.
a second.
I always
Wait a
thought about how different my life could be, just like being born in a different town or whatever. You know, it's like crazy.
You know what's crazy for me because of where my birthday is? If I was born one day
Yes.
later,
We would
I
never have
would-
met
We wouldn't
him.
be
Yeah,
doing this
I would-
podcast.
Yeah.
I would have been one
Yep.
grade below what I actually was. The grade I was
Isn't
actually
that
put in.
crazy?
So if I
Life's
was born
crazy.
one day
Because we
later,
would have been sophomores. We would have been like fucking freshmen.
Yeah.
Get out of
I
my
would
life.
have been a freshman. Y'all would have been sophomores, and
Yeah.
would have been like,
Yeah.
wow, look at the big
Who's this
sophomores.
guy? Who's this guy? Yeah. that
But
was-
then you would be like hella older, right? For your grade.
Yeah, he'd be,
Yeah,
like,
I would be
older
the
person.
yeah, I'd be
You'd
the
be the
oldest
oldest
person in my
grade.
fucking grade.
Like so.
What's up, bitches?
Be the first person to get my license. Who need a ride?
Yo,
Who need a
so
ride? Come slide with your
It's
boy.
like that one guy we knew that was like 16 in 8th or 9th grade.
yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Hey, you remember?
yes.
You remember? In
And his
elementary
sister.
school, the boy who was fucking like 5'8" in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yo,
you just
that's
gotta
crazy.
stay away from that dude.
Oh
Yeah,
my
literally.
god, nigga was literally like
Yo,
5
but,
foot fucking 10.
So this last
8th
semester,
grade.
I-
I mean 5th grade.
this last semester, I'm a freshman in college, but I went to an interesting college my first semester in
man.
college. It's an engineer. It's like a computer school. Okay, so going in, I knew it wasn't going to be the most preppy of schools,
Yeah.
and I knew going in
you
that
know the demographics, like
yeah, like
90%
nerds.
male.
Yeah, literally.
10%
Jesus
females.
Christ.
It was like 85% male, and the rest.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. Okay, so I went going knowing this. A lot of these kids were homeschooled. This one kid told me he was homeschooled his whole life. This is his first time coming in contact with students. And I was like,
No
"Oh,
way."
okay,
Damn, son.
literally, yeah. That guy commuted from from a different town.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
From that's far.
But yeah, it was a
damn.
long way from where my
yeah,
school was.
that is very far.
But anyway, freaking but this one girl wore a witch's hat to school every fucking day. And she would stare at me. I thought she was like cursing me. Or,
She
like,
did what?
Maybe
wear
she's a
witch's,
witch.
Like she wore a witch hat.
Maybe she was
Oh,
legitimately
yeah.
a
shit,
witch.
what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
What if she cast a spell on you?
She might have, bro. I don't fucking
Could you
know.
fucking imagine?
I
And
couldn't.
it's like one day you wake up and you're just like,
And so
I
it was
feel
interesting,
different.
like you guys know what Discord is. I fucking walk around and just get a drink of water,
For
just
y'all
a water
little-
fountain. Motherfucker, there's a freaking Discord, okay, for furries, and I'm like,
oh
alright.
fuck no.
So I'm a little worried.
Fuck
I'm a little
no.
worried, right?
Get out.
So me and my friends are like, maybe we should join it, like keep an eye on them, make sure they're not plotting.
They're not
Make sure
plotting
they're not
against
fucking
us.
not touching children. The matter
Hey
of
guys,
fact.
just like join in. Hey guys, we're not furries, but we're just keeping an eye on y'all. Okay, continue.
Anti-furry,
They
the
had-
two people.
yeah.
Had to be fucking
But I ended,
monitored.
up,
But yeah.
I ended up leaving because of like this demographic and some reasons with the teachers, and actually like two students like ended up like committing suicide while I was there, so it was like pretty crazy, like really
is-
sad, yeah. But it was just like a crazy school. Like I would see like this one guy wore wooden shoes, like like those old samurai shoes. They cannot be
Bitch.
comfortable,
What the fuck?
And oh, I'm about to get fucked. I'm sorry. And like with these shoes, he'd wear short shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, and a Hawaiian lei, like those necklaces.
Are you serious?
Every day?
Every day, every fucking time I saw him,
Straight from Honolulu.
straight from Honolulu.
Who did
and
he
his
think
dad's
he
from
was?
Japan. I don't know.
Like,
Ace
Some
Ventura.
anime character. Yeah, probably Ace Ventura with wooden shoes. It was crazy.
He had a ferret in his backpack.
But the one positive thing about me going there is I have a pretty good story. Freaking, I was
can't
coming
wait.
out of my math final, which
oh god, I
my-
remember this.
with my math teacher fucked us over, my class.
Yeah.
Like our review was awful. Like we didn't learn anything that was on the test. So a lot of us were like really like bummed out, and I was like out there, and it was on a Saturday, so my actual school was closed. So I had to go. So I walked out, and I was the only one there. And you guys know like those electric scooters with the batteries on the
Yeah.
bottom?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. And they have like the little throttle on the
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this worker that works like across campus, he was like leaving the same building as me, and he fucking comes out there zooming, and he fucking cuts the corner, and this fucker face plants, and
Straight
literally
down.
I
Straight on the fucking
died laughing.
concrete.
It was so funny. And he gets up and he's like, "Oh my god," just making noises, and then he like grabs it and he's like walking it, like
Yeah.
like he's scared,
He's
to,
scared to
on.
get on it.
Yeah, and then he gets on it. And he's going like 5 miles an hour. He's like, like going like super slow.
Like a fucking
It was
grandma.
so funny.
my
and I was the only
God.
one there, so it was great.
That's so lit.
Speaking
I would have
of
fucking laughed so
Bombing a final like that.
Oh fuck.
It wasn't even a final. It was a midterm.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember I studied pretty decent for it. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
I
always the
didn't. I
worst.
wasn't like too hardcore for it, but I was like I actually studied for it. I cared.
Put
like,
in that
what-
effort.
Yeah.
Put in some effort. Yeah.
And then so, it was what class was it? It was like management or something like that.
Mark,
so I was
was
like,
it? No.
no, it was principles of management.
Yeah.
And then
that's it.
so I was like, because I went to a business school, and
Hell yeah.
I was like, I know what. It's the first test of the year, so it's like it's basic management like material.
Right,
So I was like,
yeah.
I've worked for like 2 years at that point. So I was like, I know what management like.
Know what to expect.
Yeah. Like I know what managers do.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then so I was
absolutely.
like, that's basically all the questions were like simple questions like, all right, here are 5 different people in a company, what are their roles and what are their labels? So it was like, general manager, district
Right.
manager, store manager, like
Employees,
an
yeah.
ascending list.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, I got this,
yeah.
And I
fucking
studied
easy.
like the notes I took in class. Or no, I studied the book.
Right.
That's
The
what I
actual
studied. I studied
textbook,
the
yeah,
book, the
yeah.
actual textbook I paid to buy
Absolutely.
for the
I'll
class.
just fuck. Dude.
And then so
Don't even get me fucking.
go in to take the test.
Right.
This man gave me a 5%.
Oh, it was a written test
fucking
too.
written
right?
test.
A written
A
test.
5%
Good
out of
fucking
100.
God.
That is
What a
a
dick.
1 out of 20.
What a
ladies and
fucking
gentlemen.
dick.
Yes, it is.
How in
And
the
this major
I-
retard.
How in the fuck do you score that low on a written test?
I
Literally, as long as
couldn't
you
tell
apply
you.
effort,
You
you're
should get at least a 50.
At least a 50.
Yeah, I wrote 4 pages
That's
to
literally
get a 5%.
That's like saying everything that you put in there was literally not even remotely in the ballpark.
Yeah, that's like if
At
I
all.
wrote like 5 pages on baseball. Just
Honestly,
like,
literally on baseball. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
and then he's like, you know what? You wrote your name. Here, 5 points.
Here's
No,
some-
I
here's some
wrote
points.
literally on management, and then I talked to him afterwards, of course, because I was like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, well, you didn't cover any of the concepts I wanted you to cover. And I was like, I literally was talking about managers the entire paper.
I don't
You know
what
what would have
you
been
want me
great
to
is
do.
if you provided a fucking rubric.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
so
like,
we
exactly.
knew how we
yeah.
would be graded.
So I was like, what do you mean?
God
like,
damn
what
it.
else should I put? He's like, this is what I expect you to put. And it was literally like, change a couple phrases around. It would have been the same thing.
Right.
And then so he's like,
fucking stupid.
but you need to have these exact phrases, and you didn't put any of those in your paper. And I was like, well, I didn't really see any of those in
Fucking
the book
dickhead.
I got. And then he's like, no, you shouldn't go off your book. You should go off the notes you take in class. And I was
yeah. Well,
oh,
fuck you, bitch.
like, okay.
And the thing is, you
Why
went to,
did I
you went
pay-
to class too.
Yeah,
but
I
the
went to class for that one. And I was like,
the safe route, the safest route is that makes you fucking work out of a book. You put it on the paper, what you take out of the fucking book.
yeah. And then so he's like, yeah, you should go off the book. Or
That
no, you should go
sucks.
what I do in class instead of the book. And I was like, okay. Glad I just rented
Yeah.
this book for $50 for this.
Basically, he said, "Fuck
rent
you."
for
You know.
50, bro. My books,
Yeah.
bro. For me to rent, like one of my books for my major is like $150
To rent?
That's
Yeah,
rough.
to rent.
Yo,
It's
college.
fucking-
That's a
AIDS.
scam.
That's
No,
why.
let me tell you, my tuition is a scam. 32 bands a year. My first trimester, since my college is in trimesters, was almost $12,000, bro.
Shout out that full ride.
That is more.
For real.
Yeah, honest to God, honest to fucking God, $32,000 a fucking year, and that's just for fucking tuition. The
yeah.
housing and shit is like what? Housing is like 8,000, and then meal plan is another 3,000.
Yeah, the meal plans fuck you over. Like my
I'm
school
trying to
was
tell
actually
you.
really cheap, and luckily I was close enough to commute. But okay, but I had to like the meal plan was an extra like $10,000 to go there, and it
Jesus
sucks.
Christ,
So
bro.
like luckily and now and the school I'm going to now is actually pretty cheap, and it's even closer than my other one, so
Yeah.
it's way worth it. But yeah, like colleges are so stupid. Like I always go to my classes first, like before asking for the books,
Yeah.
see if I need them,
Mhm.
and just to see if I can save some money. But
I mean,
Like
fucking
whenever
honestly,
I took my first 2 years, it was annoying sometimes, but it wasn't this bad. But like my
Yeah.
last 2 years have been just
ridiculous, right?
like my final 2 years for like to finish out my bachelor's. I just want to get it done.
yeah,
I just want to get in my career
Right,
already.
right.
right.
And then they're just screwing me over every time
Fucking
that I try to
school, bro.
like do something different. They're like, oh well, you gotta make sure you get this turned in. Make sure like I'm trying to switch schools right now, and it's just
Yeah,
the worst.
it sucks, bro.
just trying to get the information you need to even do it.
Right,
It's
right.
like it wasn't until I actually just spoke to the guy like this week, like the freaking advisor himself,
Yeah.
rather than just the people in the office,
Yeah.
And then it's like they're all telling me they're
pe-
like,
if
yeah,
you-
you're good. He's like, well, you're missing all this. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
They
See,
fucking
they
they're
got you
stupid.
fucked up, man.
Yeah, it
This-
was like-
this shit still pissing me off. Like just the money aspect of it is what
Yeah.
aggravates me the most. Because like
Yeah.
my first
It
trimester,
should be free.
my
College
first
should be free.
my first
Well, like,
trimester.
I get why they make it so expensive, but like It just sucks because
Sometimes
it's
it's
such a
fucking
need.
ridiculous.
It's such a need in this world now. Like
Yeah.
people, like
To advance.
I have a really good friend, and her dad didn't even graduate high school, and he makes really good money. And he can support his family, but that's almost rare. That's like a rarity.
That is
Yeah.
a huge
So,
rarity.
Like he's a lucky guy.
I
that
mean,
he,
even when you
know?
get a degree, it's still gonna be
Yeah,
hard
like
to
his
get
wife
fucking
doesn't even have
hired.
to work. Like his wife doesn't even work.
Mm-hmm.
Like he makes that good of much
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
and
yeah.
It's lucky. Like most people just have to.
Well,
if
you
they-
see,
they
the
have to,
the problem is
barely get
like
by with
for
that
the
kind
for
of
the
stuff.
people that don't get like damn near full rides and have
Yeah.
to take out
Yeah.
small amounts of loans, they're gonna be in debt for like the next 10 fucking
Exactly.
years. Like, look, just for my first
Or not
trimester,
go.
right?
Have you seen that dumb game?
I
show?
took 3 classes my first trimester,
Yeah.
and my tuition was what $12,000 for that,
Yeah.
just for that one trimester. So in my mind, there's like what 30 to 40 kids per classroom because I go to a small university. So in my mind, I'm sitting here and I'm like, so you mean to tell me that this school they're supposed to get they're supposed to get X amount from every person for every class in 3 classes. And
Yeah.
so that's what $4,000 a class
Yeah.
per child that goes there.
That
How much
sucks, bro.
fucking money is coming in and out of that school for tuition to be so fucking
Yeah.
high?
Who fucking knows?
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
for 3
Yeah, really.
classes.
That's so crazy.
3 classes. It's fucking ridiculous. Big ass scam.
Yeah, for real.
And then housing is expensive as fuck too. Like I know, like some of my professors, like they're totally on like the student side when they talk about how difficult it is for everything. Because they're like when they were back in
yeah.
back when they went to college, they could work a job and go to
even my
college,
dad.
not come out in a shit ton
Bless
of
you,
fucking
Drake.
debt. And still be able to manage. They were able to balance. Plus, shit was a lot cheaper back then.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like now, if you're lucky finding a job that isn't minimum wage or is
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
than like what $10 an hour, especially in
Honestly.
Florida.
My
Like,
sister
it's
got lucky.
impossible.
My sister
Yeah.
got lucky. She's got she works at it's like a pharmacy, and she's just like a cashier, and she gets like $10-11 an hour. She got lucky.
And I mean, you still, no matter
Still
where
pretty,
you live
yeah.
in Florida, you still can barely make rent off of that.
Yeah,
high key.
exactly.
Definitely.
That's
Like,
what minimum
what?
wage is supposed to do. Is like help you live on your own.
Well, I
but
mean, in
it
like
definitely
wherever they have
doesn't.
it written, it said it's supposed to be the basic amount you can make that can.
You can
it's
live
the
off
standard,
of.
yeah, that
That's
you
what I'm
can
saying,
live
yeah.
off of. You can't live
That's
off
what I'm
minimum
saying,
wage.
yeah.
You can't live off 10 or 11, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many people like whenever they do graduate college and don't get a career right out of it,
Yeah.
they're living with their parents and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I
or,
mean,
like,
they
a
have to,
ton
otherwise
of
they'd be out on the
roommates.
Nothing they can
street.
do, bro. Yeah.
yeah, they can't make it on their own.
Yeah, it sucks. I had a story. But I fucking
Yeah,
forgot
let's
it.
let's try to change the vibe. It's
Yeah,
getting
we're
a
getting
little,
serious.
It's
Yeah,
getting a
this
little
fucking
dark
pissed me
because
off.
of college.
Yeah.
But,
We got 3 college students in the
And then,
room.
They got
and
a little
the
dark.
thing is, everybody who's like in their 30s and graduate from college, college is some of the best years of your life,
Yeah.
Bro.
You're gonna love it.
Fucking lady.
Don't even get me started on my frat, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Don't even get me
I used to
started.
text in every 2 hours, you fucking pussy.
yeah, it's those kids that are living off of their like parents' money right
Yeah,
now. That are
exactly.
like going to like UF,
Bro,
FSU,
yeah, we
all
all
kinds
know
of
those
states like that.
Plastered, bro.
Dude, absolutely
Fucking plastic.
I'm gonna drink till I pass out.
This one time, bro, I hit it from the back from like 2 minutes. It was crazy.
off of half a Zan.
Half,
Bro.
Half a Zan.
Bro,
In
bro,
Japan,
bro,
probably. I
I
don't
was
fucking know.
drunk and I touched her butt.
No,
bro. Bro, I
no.
fucking
Dude,
did
really?
that.
That's like
I
that's
fucking
like
did that.
that's like 9th grade though.
It really is.
That's ninth
Yeah,
grade.
that's
They're all
definitely
stoned in
ninth
their
grade.
mom's
Yo.
freaking Toyota.
My 6th grade year. Fuck. My 6th grade year, there was I rode the bus,
Oh, me
And-
too, man.
which sucks dick by the
Absolutely.
way. This is before I met y'all though.
Yeah.
When I lived in
Yeah.
I lived in a city. God damn it. You'll hear a beep
Another
then.
one. Another one.
What's the timestamp?
28, 20.
Yeah.
All right, fuck me. I lived in a city and near them, but not with them. So I rode the bus, and there was this really hot 8th grader that rode the bus, and I remember her name. I'm not gonna say it.
Not this
I'm
time.
not. I'm
Not this
start,
time.
Like, decking me when I start
Yeah,
saying
we're gonna
shit.
knock the shit out of you, bro.
Oh my
Um,
god.
But I had these guys that rode the bus with me, and they were twins, and they would always like slap her on the ass. They're in the same grade as her.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
we were all like,
Whoa.
mutual, and she didn't care.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, literally.
Sexual
But,
harassment.
You know,
Fuck
we're all
no.
8th grader, or we're all middle school with hormones.
They're all
and she
laughing.
was like, "Oh my god, fucking stop!" Just like shit like that.
Oh,
didn't
she
really care.
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatiana.
definitely.
Bust down, Tatiana. Stop. No, we're not singing that. We're not.
We're
doing
not.
that.
We're not.
not
We're gonna
doing that.
get copyrighted.
Yeah, we are.
And so
Just from repeating the
Mop the
lyrics.
floor, hide the
yeah,
wet
and
side
so
just to
this
catch them
fucking
slipping.
one time, I was like, she got up in front of me because she sat next to me, and she got off on the bus, and I got off, and like one of the twins is behind me, and I was just sitting there, and he fucking slaps my hand, and I hit her on the ass like pretty hard.
Oh
So
shit.
she
Whoa.
turns around and she's like, Jacob, was that you? And I was like,
Look.
that was fucking, no, that was him. And she was like, oh, I believe you because you're a good person. I was like, oh, fuck.
Ah, yeah,
thank
Jacob
God.
being the
Oh.
nice guy, getting away with it.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Getting away with it.
So I
That's
sexually
still-
harassed
a woman
that's
and didn't
still
get
sexual
caught.
harassment. Jesus
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Christ. You sick
If that
fuck.
girl remembers that, I'm
You
really sorry.
absolute sick
Um,
fucking fuck.
Okay, fuck. Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
Damn.
chill.
Christ.
Whoa, whoa.
But my bus driver that year was a bitch. I hated her. Just class A
Calling out this
whore.
lady.
Yeah. So
She was running trains in the back of the bus. It was disgusting.
it was crazy. No, but I hated her. So this one time I found a bouncy ball on the bus, right? So I got to my stop. I got off the bus, and so me and my sister are walking home, and actually the twins lived near me, so they got off too. And so we were all just chilling. And I grabbed the bouncy ball, like I had it, and I threw it at the bus, and it made this loud ass noise. And she hit the bus, and I was like, oh, and it bounced back, and I caught that bitch. Like
Hell yeah,
like a fucking ninja.
Yeah.
And so
Like a
then
fucking
after I caught it, the bus stopped. So I fucking jump in the bushes, and my sister like started running down towards our street. Oh no! And then she gets out of the bus. She's like, "Who the fuck was that?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And she didn't catch me.
It wasn't me.
And the next morning, she was like, "Did you fucking throw a bouncy ball at the bus?" I was like, "No, ma'am. No, man. That was not me."
It wasn't me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shawty tripping,
That school was pretty crazy. I had another story too. Son of a bitch. I always forget.
man.
Like I always.
You
Find
need to
one.
tighten the fuck up, bro.
I need to like
Look,
I need to get a notebook.
Hey, I
like,
got a
yeah,
story to fill in the time.
There you go.
So-
All right.
I was just working one day. This dude, I always got the craziest work stories.
It's
Yeah, your
It's
work stories
surreal
are fucking
how
insane.
So
crazy they are.
I'm just at this grocery store, and this old guy comes up. A lot of old people at this place, but
the
whatever.
grocery store. It happens.
Yeah, it
I mean, we're in a
happens.
pretty rural area, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just
A lot
old
of
people.
A lot of them.
This dude comes up. He's like, "Hey, help me out with my groceries." I was like, "Yeah, sure." Help him out, unload his groceries. He's old. Gotta help him out. And then so this man's telling me a story as he's like,
His
as I'm
Vietnam
walking to
stories.
his car, pretty much. He's like, my dad used to beat me as a kid. And I was like,
Oh shit!
he's a
crazy.
complete stranger. I've never met this guy in
Am
my
I the one you
life.
should be telling this
And
to?
he's like, and I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy. And he's like, yeah, so at a young age, I went to the Marine Corps, and
Absolutely.
after that, just to escape that, I was like, yeah, it's like a good option for that, And then he's like, yeah, and then after that, fought there for a couple years, and then got myself a motorcycle.
Oh wow.
That's a pretty.
Or
Fucking
actually, no,
clutch
it
point.
wasn't a motorcycle. Was it that? Yeah, it was a motorcycle. And then so he was like, yeah, after that, made myself happy, and then I was wanting to do something with life after the Marine Corps, so I
Wait, where did he fight?
I don't know. It was he was old though, but
Yeah.
he was like,
Probably
so I
not.
started my own
Could
moving
be.
company because I
Or
wanted
Korea.
to start my own business.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he's like, no, it wasn't.
Oh
And
my
it's
god.
like, he's like,
It was the worst
I
thing.
broke like my back, my shoulder, I just like, look at me. And he like stood up and he's like, see how I was slouching? That's
Damn.
because of the moving company. He's like, I just couldn't escape. He's like, you know what happened in my life? I was like, what? He said, I just couldn't escape MCs. I was like, what?
What? Yeah, like wait, where is this?
And he's like,
I'm
MCs.
confused.
He's like, Marine Corps, motorcycle, moving company, MCs. And I was like,
God.
he's woke
yeah,
as
I was
fuck.
like, this man's
He's
woke.
so
This guy's
fucking
life's
woke.
like a Shakespeare play.
Yeah.
You know, how they're all breeze.
honestly,
He has a
honestly,
motif.
all
He has a
agrees.
motif going in his life.
Yeah.
And
There's
then,
a theme. It's a theme.
so I'm like loading
I mean,
all of his
look,
groceries. I was like,
another M. It's moving. Look, in the Marine Corps, they fucking deploy out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Motorcycles are meant to take you places.
yeah,
And
but
moving company, the point
Holy
is moving.
fuck.
get
He's-
this. It ain't
holy
over
shit.
Hopefully
yet.
you never meet
Holy
this guy.
shit, the
Argento.
depth and
So-
analysis.
You would
in
make
this
it
is
worse.
Insane depth and analysis. This is what I got my
So this
diploma
d-
for.
Yeah. You were an
All right,
AB.
continue.
All right, so this man, there's still one more thing that he adds. He says, I finished loading his groceries in his car. He's like, hey, you want to take a look at that? And I was like, what? He like points to his trunk of his car, and I was like, oh, it's a Cadillac.
It's a dead body.
And
Yeah.
then he's like, yeah, you know what my wife told me? what my wife tells me, and I was like, what? He's like, you know what that bitch has the audacity to say?
Oh, shit. Oh,
And I was
shit.
like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Big mad. He's
oh
big
no.
fucking
And he's
mad.
like, this bitch says my Cadillac, and I was like,
No.
another fucking MC. I was like, oh my god. And then so he's like, anyways, have a good night, Sonny. And I was like, all
Holy
right, sir. All right,
I'll try my best after this
I'll
conversation.
try.
We'll see how it goes.
Mike, another
That
MC.
bitch
How does he
says
manage
my
that?
Cadillac.
My
And then I
Cadillac.
told another friend this, and he was like, he completely made the whole story up. I was like, I don't know, this guy was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
For him to slouch like that to make up the whole movie company thing, I was like, nah, that was
I
way
know.
too deep for him to
Yeah,
just make
there's
up.
no way he
Yeah.
can bullshit
He's
it.
like,
he can
yeah.
All the way from
four
the door.
MCs.
Yeah. There's
And they
no-
all
Off the
in-
top of the
and
dome
they,
like that?
They all
Nah.
involve moving.
There's
There's no
no
way
way.
that's made up. You can't make that up. It's impossible to make up. Jesus fucking
Yo.
Christ.
This is the story. Some people.
You know, they've
I've-
just been telling his life story to somebody, and they're like, dude, that was
MCs.
a bunch of MCs. He's like, what the fuck you talking about, Sonny?
yeah.
And then he's like, moving company, Marine Corps, motorcycle.
My Cadillac.
blunts and blowies, bro.
Pretzel blowy.
Oh my god, is Supreme Patty still relevant?
I
I don't
hope the
know.
fuck not.
We could talk about this for hours, I guess.
Yeah, we could go off.
We can
on
go
that,
off
nigga.
on Supreme Patty. This
Um,
man, I remember whenever he was like first blowing up, I was like, oh, this guy's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He had like 20K followers. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's all right,
I think the
This
sled
man-
gang guy's funnier than him.
honestly. What is
Sled
that?
No,
gang.
the dude with
if
the
you, if you
ultimate-
slide down the escalator,
The dude
I'm
with the
arresting
ultimate
you.
amount of fucking comedic effect is the man who plays the fucking little guitar or whatever, while fucking porn stars.
No,
and
no, no, it's a
strippers
violin.
fucking- oh, the violin.
It's a
my bad.
violin, and he has
Yeah.
just porn stars
Yeah.
playing around him, just like twerking and shit. And
No
I'm just
way.
like,
Yeah, I swear to
have you
God,
not
bro.
seen it?
I don't think I've seen that.
He's on
Man,
Instagram.
He literally just plays like a different rap song, and then
a violin cover of a rap song that's
Yeah.
popping.
and then just porn stars and IG thoughts just come out of nowhere and just start twerking like
That's
half
so
With
naked.
their
fucking
fake ass
funny.
titties and asses. It's disgusting.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's
And it's the
it's
same
fucking
dude every
disgusting.
time.
That's so crazy.
And he does it. He makes the same face
Wait,
every
is he
time.
white?
It's
It's
so
yeah, he's white.
it's
Okay,
so unoriginal. What does he say before he does it too?
I don't know.
He has some
it's some
stupid
dumbass
shit.
catchphrase that makes me
Yeah,
want to just like.
it's fucking
God.
disgusting.
Wait,
bro.
I think I have seen this fucker. Oh my god. I think. Yeah.
Oh my god. And
He's-
he,
but-
I would
gets
say
like
he's
three.
worse.
He gets like 200,000 views
course he
every
does.
Yeah, because
fucking
it's
video.
horny 13-year-olds just.
Honestly.
fuck.
God, it's so
Um,
fucking
They're just
annoying.
like, my mom blocked all the porn sites.
fuck, not
Let me hop
again.
on Instagram
You
today.
took away all the aloe. Fuck.
Not my fucking aloe,
I'm
mom.
gonna go fucking dry.
now I gotta use Jergens.
I'm gonna shave. Gotta find some olive oil.
Oh my fucking god.
Some fucking coconut
Some
oil
hot
for
and
himself.
cold. Icy hot.
It's like, thanks a lot, Mom. Now I got to use the vegetable oil you cook with.
You want to take
Man,
away
that
from
is-
me?
I'll
Oh.
take away from you.
You bitch.
You fry that chicken now, bitch.
um,
I don't know if they
Yeah.
fry vegetable
I
oil.
have
They're
a
talking
story-
shit.
Vegetable oil. Oh my god, that
Ew.
would be disgusting.
Yeah. One
His
time,
mom walks in.
What the fuck is going on, Timmy?
Timmy, you fucker. You got the vegetable oil again, didn't you? I put it on top of the fridge this time. How'd you get up there? Well, my brother boosted me up. He's 2, you fucker. He's 1 foot tall. Well, he's stronger than you think, Mom. God, a boy's gotta jack off.
Honestly.
Um,
fucking dead.
god.
I'm
But fucking, I
dead.
have a couple stories. This one
Alright.
time, my brother, he thought, you might hear a couple stories about my brother. He's an interesting person,
to say the least.
to say the least. Yeah. This one time, he froze his pee, and you know,
What?
pee is yellow, right?
It is yellow.
So this motherfucker goes back like 2 days later, and he's like, "Yo, someone froze lemonade." This motherfucker eats it.
Are you fucking serious?
How does he forget?
He's a dumb ass. I mean, geez, my brother, but goddamn. I literally watched him do it. I was like, bro, hold on.
How did he forget he froze
I
his
mean, he
own
didn't eat it like
Like,
all,
I
but
mean,
he like
well,
took
yeah,
a bite out of
but
it.
like,
and he was
why
still,
yeah,
the
the
fact
real-
that
the
he
real
thought
question-
somebody froze lemonade.
yeah,
The real question is, why did he freeze his pee to
because
begin
he's
with?
a weirdo.
Good fucking
But even
God.
back then, he still is. I
Good
mean,
How old was
fucking
he?
God.
he's probably 8 or 9,
Oh my god.
in a cognitive
Good.
thinking age.
Good.
But
Fucking
this,
frontal lobe
God.
wasn't developed.
yeah, I guess not.
I don't even think it's there. Does it even exist? Who
Yeah,
knows?
he had his head. He's got a couple of concussions. Maybe that's what it is.
Dear fucking
Oh
God.
no.
So, but my last job that I quit. So I
Fuck
told
yeah.
the story to a couple people. Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
the
that job.
restaurant.
Yeah, I worked at a restaurant. I was a host. I just didn't agree with the people, sat at tables, whatever. I told the story to a couple people, and I've got mixed things. I've had laughs. I've had, ooh, why'd you do that? But let's see how you guys react.
All right.
So I
We'll
would
take a poll in the comments.
Yeah, let's have a poll.
I'll take a poll. So I had this coworker. I almost said her name. God damn it.
Caught yourself.
And she was the worst. Like, she would always bug me, and she always tried to tell me how to do my job, even though I started working there a good 6 months before she started working there.
Whoa, she
Yeah.
tried it. She really did.
She really did go for it. And so I hated her guts the whole time we worked there. She on my last shift working there, I went in at 4 and I was training my replacement, ironically. And I would leave I would get to leave probably around 8, and she came in at 5 and she'd have to stay till close.
Yeah.
So so eventually Drake and Allie, our other friend Allie, decided that she doesn't like what? We can say she's a friend, fucker.
Fine.
We're saying our friends' names. We
Fine.
decided that last episode. You know what, guys? They're fucking making fun of me now.
Podcast canceled.
Shut the fuck up. We're saying we said Caleb's name and Seth. So
Okay.
Yeah, we did. we
She's
did,
close
we did do
enough,
that.
fucker.
This gets
All
a
right,
pass.
Anyways.
God. So they helped me decide that just to fucking blow it off and not go on my last shift.
This is true. Yeah.
Okay. So this girl's texting me, hey, can I take your 4 o'clock shift? I'm feeling sick. I'm already in downtown. She texted me. She's like, I'm already in downtown, because that was my old job. We're already in downtown. It was at 1 or like 12 o'clock. My shift's at 4. I was like, bitch, you're gonna be there for 4 hours? But I didn't
Yeah.
reply. And then she kept bugging me. So I'm like, listen, I'm not even going, but I'm not gonna even tell her.
Yeah.
So I get so pissed. So I text her. I'm like, actually, I'm not going into work today. My fucking dog died. He fell off a 2-story balcony and died.
Oh yeah, we were at Subway, right?
Yeah, and I text her that, and then like an hour later, she's like, "Oh, sorry, your dog died." Listen to me. I texted this as sarcastically as possible, and this bitch still believed me.
Oh my
Like,
fucking god.
And I don't know if she told people that's what happened. I don't fucking know. I didn't even call in.
Everybody at your old job just thinks that.
Yeah, I saw one of my coworkers at my new job,
Oh no.
and she didn't
Oh,
say
shit.
anything. So
Better
Thank
she's like,
God.
she's like,
say
"Oh,
nothing.
give me a hug," and let me tell you, she's
Oh man.
thick. And she's like a little older than me, but shit, shit, she's.
You guys
thick.
got big as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
like you just had a fucking flashback.
I did.
You had a flashback for the
Shit.
booty.
Yeah, for real. Holy fuck. Anyway, that was one of my quitting story.
Oh my god.
Everyone
Man,
loves a
we're,
good
we're,
I
we're
see.
all on our second job, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I guess.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy
Damn, that's
shit.
crazy.
Well,
God,
we all
fuck.
left our high school jobs. And
Yeah,
went
honestly,
Moved on
as
to
soon as
bigger
we
and
got
better
into
things.
college, we
Yeah.
all got a different. No, I'm
Yeah.
still fucked either way.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
making pizzas.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
amusement park was
the
low
movie
key
theater's
better.
actually lit, 'cause I get free movies and stuff, and it's
You
really
fucking
chill.
do. I fucking hate your bitch ass for that.
Well, I could get you for free, so don't hate
Oh,
me.
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
don't
It's
hate.
not bad, bro. I love
Don't
you,
hate,
bro.
appreciate
No
my,
homo.
my
You want to see
friend.
Bumblebee?
Yeah,
Huh?
you want to see Bumblebee or not, pussy?
Damn. Shit.
I recently saw the Spider-Man movie. That shit,
Dude, that
Bro, the
was.
Spider-Man movie was fan fucking
Fan-fucking
My
I
God.
loved it.
fantastic.
The only thing that
Just
pissed
the-
me off was the dude was a little bitch for too long, and it started to piss me off after
Who,
a certain point.
the main
Miles.
guy?
Miles, yeah.
Miles?
He was
He's
a
like
little bitch.
15. No
I know,
spoilers,
I
Yeah,
guys.
he was-
No
I
spoilers,
know,
all right?
But nigga, you're fucking like you have the powers of
You don't know what the
Spider-Man,
fans have.
and you know it. You better fucking learn.
Well,
like,
and he's
Yeah.
just like scared. I don't know. He's
I know you.
but
You
honestly-
have the
In a
powers of
fight.
Spider-Man. Like nigga.
Well,
But like,
damn, man.
it really built up for the ending, though.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah, it really did.
It did. That's
It
why
helped
it's
him
forgiven.
realize.
Yeah.
It's forgiven.
being
The
a-
new Spider-Man game was on
him being
PS4.
incompetent as fuck.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
It
it's
made up
it's
for it at
forgiven.
the
in
I
the
end.
end.
bought-
And his suit was badass.
It was.
It was super
It
badass.
was.
Yo, did you see the? You saw it, right, Jacob?
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
it.
so you know the.
No spoilers.
No,
No
I'm not
spoilers,
spoiling.
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm just mentioning that there is another character that joins at the end. I would say last 3/2 or 3/4 of it. You know, he like joins in. It's the black and white like noir character of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man
He
Noir.
was.
Noir.
Yeah,
The
I'm
best
not saying
character.
he does any. I'm
The
not saying
best
what
character.
he does. He was the best character.
He was so funny.
funny.
Like, yeah.
He was
He was
like
golden.
he
He was
held a
fucking
Rubik's
golden.
cube. Everything. So this character.
The Rubik's
Yeah, he-
This character,
It's
everything
like-
he saw was in black and white because
Yeah.
it was from the noir era.
He's from
like the
1932.
30s.
Yeah, the
He-
30s.
He
And
said
then
his favorite
so-
thing was fighting Nazis.
It was the funniest
That
thing.
was
Yeah.
fucking great.
And then he was like, he had a And he had a Rubik's cube, and he like
Yeah.
Jack was saying.
And then he had John Mulaney as the pig, and I was like,
Is
"Oh,
that
my-
John
That's John Mulaney.
Okay,
that
yeah.
was 100%
I don't
John
know who- I don't
Mulaney.
know who
Yeah,
that
'cause he was
is.
in the credits.
He's a comedian.
He was in the
Oh,
credits.
okay.
Yeah, and then so I died right as soon as I heard John Mulaney's voice. I was like, oh man, it was perfect. That was like, if you could pick any other voice, you couldn't. It was just
Yeah.
John Mulaney
Yeah.
needed
Great.
to be that character.
He's a great
It fit
character.
really well.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole movie was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
In my
But
opinion.
you were
I
speaking
love
of the
it.
video game, and I bought the video game on the PS4
have yet
for
to play it.
$60 whenever it came out. Did not play it.
Yeah, fuck you, by the
What
way.
the
'cause
hell
that game
is
was so
wrong with
good.
that?
I don't
loved
know.
it. I loved it so much. I played it for like 3 days straight until I beat it.
I,
Well, y'all
I
talking about
wanted
the
to do
Amazing
that, but I
Spider-Man
was
that
like,
came out like back in September.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, that
On
one.
the PS4.
That was good.
Yeah, it was a great game, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
loved
And
it.
that was
I
good.
could have
I'm
waited.
actually, I need to buy the DLC because like my
yeah,
old job.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, my old job didn't like work me that much. I never got
Everybody
paid,
name
but-
a game that doesn't have DLC. Quick go.
Wait, what? Name a game that doesn't have DLC?
Yep.
Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Pizza time.
Speed's time. Yo, did you
Oh.
see all those videos where like
Oh,
people were
man.
playing for the new year
Yeah, so they're like, if you play Spider-Man 2
and
at
someone did it?
1 hour and 42 minutes at exactly 11:59 on New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
it'll play. It's pizza time.
and someone did that.
On New
shit.
Year's.
Jesus.
And then they
fucking
ran to their
Christ.
oven and there was a pizza inside it.
I
Oh
saw
my
another
God,
one
that's
where it was
great.
the Brockhampton, the Iridescence album,
Yeah.
and it was like from the intro track to the second track,
Yeah.
and it just right as soon as it hit midnight, it was that one.
Oh, that's badass.
Like it went into the second track.
There's
And
a-
it was so smooth of a transition, and she just started crying. I was like, all right, it ain't that serious.
Yeah.
But
there was
It's not
a
that fucking deep.
there was a Lord of the Rings one too, where like in the second one, he
Mhm.
says, "So it begins." And it was pretty good too. Smooth, fucking smooth. I have a story out from my new job.
yeah.
And so like I was like sitting up there at the usher stand, and like ushers, you know, they just sweep theaters and
Yeah.
they tear tickets, whatever. This lady comes up to me, and luckily my manager, one of my managers, was standing right there, and she was like, "Yo, so someone's throwing shit in our theater, and it hit my son." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
That's insane.
Yeah, so I go up. So she's like, so I was like, "Okay, so we'll go." Fuck, said another name. God damn it.
Timestamp.
Damn it, Jacob.
I'm
Again.
Yo, we're already.
Again.
Ow,
Yo, we're already.
fuck. That kinda hurt.
Jacob is bleeding out. on the
Hanzo,
floor.
stop moving.
It's already 46 minutes in.
That's crazy.
No fucking way, bro.
Yeah.
You're
That's-
fucking lying.
That's crazy. Yo, but so I go in there with my manager, who will not be named. Fuck. And we go in and
We need to have like designated names.
I know, but it's just too hard. I'll forget.
Yeah, don't
I
nobody
know,
have
but
time
like
for
whenever
that.
I'm
and then I'll call
editing
them
this,
that in real life.
whenever
right?
I'm editing
Oh,
this,
yeah,
just like Tim.
yeah.
Just like I'll have a weird ass
Yeah,
voice saying
yeah.
these names. Anytime it's a man, it's just Tim. Every time it's a girl, it's just Janae.
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 Badass. It's like the Forrest Gump.
Janae.
Janae.
Yeah, I'll just have freaking Forrest Gump
Janae.
My
yelling
boy Tom Hanks.
Janae.
Oh, I have another story about Tom Hanks after this too.
That's good. I'm glad to hear one about Tom
Hell
Hanks.
yeah.
I love
So we
Tom
walk
Hanks.
in there, right? As soon as we walk in the theater, me, the manager, and the customer, they're like, they said it's from up top. That someone fucking throws something. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I'm about to fight somebody. No. And the manager's like, all right, you stay here and make sure I didn't throw anything. I'll be right back to ask, because she's a new manager, like ask what like the protocol is. And I was like, all right, bet. So I stay there. They haven't thrown anything. I can see the little fuckers up in the top though. Like,
Little
those
shits.
little, they're
Fucking
sitting up there.
bastards.
And
I had a story with my movie theater after you.
okay. And Widowmaker just shit on me. And so we were just like, I was sitting there, and she comes back. She's like, "Yeah, so you're gonna have to sit in here and just make sure they don't see anything, or throw anything, but you can watch the movie." So I was like, "Okay, bet." So it was Bumblebee, and I haven't seen it, so I was in there for a good 45 minutes. And the manager's like, "Oh, I forgot about you. How's everything going?" I was like, "Good. The movie's pretty
Bumblebee's
good.
pretty dope."
Yeah.
I'm digging
They
it.
haven't thrown anything though. They're just up there laughing, and she was like, "All right, so you can stay, you can leave." So I was getting I had to stand up, so I was like, "All right, I'll leave." So I got to leave. I didn't leave work, but I left. And nothing fucking happened after that. But I saw them when they were coming out, and they were like staring at me. I was like, "Yeah, you fucking bitches, I'll fight you, fucking throw you out."
Fucking imagine.
What were
Yeah.
they like,
They
13-year-olds?
throw
Yeah,
shit
like
at
13,
you.
14.
They
Yeah.
throw some shit at
The
you.
worst age.
Yeah, I remember we were chilling out outside your car. No, we were in your car, and there were just like some like kids walking by, and they just started because we were like playing our music pretty loud.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you could hear the bass from the outside.
Yeah.
And then these kids were walking by. I started like Fortnite dancing outside. I almost got out. Be like the ninja thing. What'd you say to me, you little shit?
Yeah, dude, that video is so funny.
Never fucking
like-
forget.
it's like the-
Screaming. Yeah.
The classic one is where like they say it's like the him now, like President Ninja saying, you know what, guys, you shouldn't bully anybody, and it cuts that, and that guy he kills that guy. It's like, oh, you fucking suck. He's like,
Did you
what the fuck you
guys-
say to me, you little shit?
Did you guys see the New Year's Eve thing? It was Ninja. He was.
No,
Y'all didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Like the show thing he was on.
Yeah, he was on like the New
Yeah,
Year's
with
Eve
Tim
show,
and
then
Courage.
no, it wasn't on Twitch. It was on like the broadcast, like NBC or something like that. It was
Oh,
like
maybe
CBS,
not.
something like that.
Oh, so he was on
So
national television.
He was on national television, and this man, I believe so. I just saw the clips from it. I think it was because I saw some clips from the Twitch
Yeah.
stream. It didn't look like that.
Okay.
So I this guy. So you know the flossing dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody knows the
Oh,
flossing
he
dance.
had to do it.
You know, it's
This
originally
guy-
not the flossing dance. It's the backpack kid dance.
Yeah.
He's the one who came up with
And
it.
that's why he
Yeah.
sued. He sued
Yeah.
Fortnite apparently.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
He really
Yeah.
did.
I
I
heard
mean,
that.
Fortnite could get sued for every fucking
But
dance they
apparently it
have
doesn't
there that
count
they
'cause
didn't
it's an
fucking
emo.
create.
It's
Yeah.
an emo or something. I don't know.
It's
No,
some,
still
And it was
it's some
for free.
dumb like
You didn't have to buy it. It was for free.
yeah.
Oh, so they didn't technically make any money.
Yeah,
off
because it was
of
on the battle pass.
Wow.
It's so dumb. But the everybody knows Ninja with like the flossing dance and
Yeah.
all the Fortnite cringy kids
Yeah.
doing it, you
Fucking
know.
hell. Kill
And then
me.
so this guy is like put on some broadcast and he's like on the rafter or something like that.
Yeah.
Like above everybody.
Yeah,
in the crowd
yeah.
on New York, like New York.
New York.
New York. No, I was trying to say New Year's Eve and New York in the same word. Anyways,
Manhattan.
so fucking everybody's in Times Square
Yeah.
and he goes up there to start dancing and
Yeah.
he's like, all right guys, let's start flossing. He starts flossing and then he
Oh,
cuts
God.
to a different angle where it shows the entire crowd and they're supposed to be like dancing
And
with
they're
him.
not doing
And
anything.
they're all standing still and he's the
No
only
way.
one
Fucking
moving in the
God.
whole because it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it was
expect
raining.
these
New Year's Eve
fucking
up there.
people to start dancing in the rain for you?
Shit, I would have. I
What
would
a
have been lit as
dumbass.
fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying, does it cost money to do that?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Dude,
they're gonna
get
find
tickets
a
for
way to.
Times
Yeah,
Square.
they're gonna
Money.
milk them regardless.
Yeah,
Like,
Probably.
You
exactly.
probably have to pay.
Yeah.
I would not doubt it. What don't you have to fucking pay
I
for?
mean, that
now?
is true. That is very true.
Sometimes
It's
you.
like shit. Want to wipe your ass? You got to pay for toilet.
I mean, if
paper,
your
bro.
girlfriend's nice enough, she won't pay you for like if she gives you head or something.
prostitution.
Your
Imagine,
girl
bro.
charges you for your. I mean, you
Hey.
end up paying for it.
Yeah.
You end up paying.
You. Let's go to Zaxby's. Okay. Literally.
Can we go to Zaxby's now?
So all relationships are prostitution, just not directly. Isn't that shit crazy? Holy
All
fuck.
females are prostitutes.
I don't know.
So if you,
I didn't say it.
so
You did.
If you do your
Don't
man a
get me for that.
sexual favor and you expect something in return, it's prostitution.
Yeah. Prostitution is when you pay for sex.
Argento's girlfriend's just looking at all of us in
In awe.
hatred right now.
I didn't say that. Yo, I was just making a joke, all right? Women are so I have two of my best friends are girls, so shout out.
Are you a faggot?
Shout out.
Fuck you, Argento.
I'm a feminist.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah?
really?
I am a feminist.
Hey, y'all seen that video where the
That's
fucking dude just roundhouse?
Yes. Dude, I love that
Wait,
video.
what? Oh, yeah, I showed you that clip.
Yeah, you were the one who
man-
put us
And
on.
he does like the
Literally-
Mortal Kombat like waiting.
Yeah,
And he's
like,
yeah.
you could throw some Mortal Kombat theme music on that shit. Just
He got
dun,
arrested.
dun, 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 dun.
Bro, he kicked the bitch so hard.
got
That shit was
arrested.
So
Did you hear
funny.
that?
He's like, it was an abortion rally or something like that.
Yeah,
and
and
they're
he was
just like,
pro
yeah.
choice.
What's
Because it was all the feminists are pro life. Or no.
no?
No,
I'll
the
Hold on.
feminists are
turn that
pro-choice,
around. Turn that
yeah.
around.
Hold on.
It's
I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
so
the feminists are
pro-choice
pro-choice.
is when you can choose. if
It's
you
the
abort.
woman's choice. If
Yeah.
you're pro-choice, it's
Pro-life
the woman's choice.
is-
pro-life is like
You can
you-
choose-
Abortion is murder.
Yeah. No, that's what most feminists are, right?
Abortion
No.
is murder, or the
no.
woman's
Feminists are pro-choice. I think that's. I
Yeah,
don't,
you
I don't want
see
to
how-
get too.
yeah, you
I
see
don't want
how
to get
much we
political.
know
I'm
about-
fucking.
But,
I
feminists.
suck at politics, and
Yeah.
I
Anyways, we're not getting into politics. We're just saying that we're trying to give context to the video.
I'm sure you guys have seen it, but like,
So
what,
it's just this dude in like a purple hoodie. He's like,
And
I
he-
think he's thinking that abortion is murder, and then the girl's like giving examples like, what if she was raped? What if like just different context to
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
happened? And then he's just like, he's not having it. So this man winds up a roundhouse kick and just decks her right in the forehead.
it was so
He
funny.
roundhouses that bitch so fucking.
and then
was
she
crazy.
just drops her phone. And you can hear him say, "Oh my god, I was trying to kick your phone."
So
Link in
funny.
description.
Yeah.
Link in the description.
Yeah, this dude is so fucking like Weasley and everything too. He's probably like 5'8", you
It's
know,
so
just like
funny.
wears glasses and everything.
No.
He just looked like
He sticks his tongue out
Yeah, he
first.
sticks-
Yeah,
And
what a
he
weirdo.
winds that bitch up. You can tell this man is about to give everything he has
Yeah,
into
he's
his
like-
next fucking thing.
Yeah. Speaking of
and
like,
just hits him.
speaking of like kicking, one time at my old house, because I moved like in the last couple years, I was sitting in my room, you know, just chilling, and I have a little brother. He's 2 years younger than I am, and he was like, "Hey Jake," because my siblings call me. They call me Jake. I don't really know why. This happens.
Which is really confusing when I'm at his house because I hear Jake and I think Drake.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet. Then fucking he runs and he jumps off the bottom bunk and kicks me right in the neck. No warning,
That shit
nothing.
must have been hilarious. On
I
God.
mean, not to me. I was choking to death.
no
but
cap on God.
Yeah, it was
On
crazy.
God, no cap.
And he felt bad. He was. No, he didn't feel bad that time. I don't know. He kicked me in the neck twice. So I mean, it's fine. I
Jesus
guess.
Christ.
Yeah. But another story with like one time I was with my sister Miranda. I don't know.
I think this is gonna be our last story. We're hitting pretty
What?
close to time. We're at 55.
Okay, yeah, it's a quick
55,
story.
55.
Yeah, that way we can wrap up and.
Roger that. All right,
Yeah.
so we're sitting in my like this is when I was super young. I was like 6 years old. I had a marble, and you know I don't know why, but I just fucking put it in my mouth.
Oh, this is a legendary
Hell yeah.
story.
And I was just chilling with my sister, and I swallowed it, and I started
Holy
choking.
shit.
I almost like started gagging. So you know when a marble falls down your throat, it's not comfortable.
I can imagine. Shit.
Yeah, and so then I was so I started like, and my sister was like, "Oh my god," or no. Apparently, what my sister says is like she didn't see that I had a marble mouth, so she was like, "What was it?" So I hit myself in like the stomach, and
Yeah.
I coughed it up and caught it.
That's fucking legendary.
So all she saw was me coughing a marble and catching it. So she thought I was like a fucking magician. It was awesome.
Absolutely. That's lit, bro.
Yeah, it was classic. One of the
I
best.
swallowed a penny as a child and had to go to the hospital.
So did my brother. When he swallowed one of those souvenir ones, and he had
Oh,
surgery.
shit. Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. He's been in the hospital for a lot of stuff, and I've only been
Jesus,
once, and that was
Jesus.
when I was born. Praise be.
I mean, I've only been. Nah, we're not gonna get into that.
So you know how we were talking about
Yeah.
Michael Jackson? Was this earlier this podcast or last podcast?
I think that was last episode because I was singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last episode.
So
That was
I
last
remember,
episode.
Yeah.
Singing.
That's when I
But
predicted.
I
his
literally
death.
just opened up Twitter and this chick just tweeted out, "I lost my virginity the day Michael Jackson died."
Yo.
Drop her at. Drop
What
her
the-
at.
I'm not dropping her.
Drop her at. She might be a fan.
All right. I mean, she's verified,
Oh,
so she's got
Well, how many followers she
is
have?
she a celebrity?
150K.
A
Yeah,
celebrity?
drop her at.
All right. At SJ Scheuer. Scheuer.
Yeah,
Spell
I
it,
couldn't
spell
spell
it.
that if
Yeah.
I fucking wanted to.
All right.
Honestly.
SJSCHAUER. So
Lit.
go and show her some love because
Give her a
And
follow.
the
pretty
date, the
funny.
date
She's
today
obviously part of the
is
podcast.
January what?
Today's the third.
It's the
Fourth?
third. It's about to turn
Well,
the fourth.
It's about to
That was
be.
the
Yeah.
third.
We're gonna. Oh, in 1 minute. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we're
Jesus
filming this at
Christ.
midnight right now.
Yeah, the grind doesn't stop. Gang, gang.
It does
Hell
not.
On
yeah.
On gang.
All right.
On gang.
Oh,
Premium poppin' podcast gang.
So yeah, but we're gonna try to keep our upload schedule pretty consistent.
Yeah,
you
we've
know.
already got a couple filmed right now. We're about to film our third one in a little bit.
Snitch.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Argento's a bitch for saying that. I'm
Hey,
not gonna lie
fuck
to
you,
you.
bitch.
All right.
Suck my
Alright.
dick, no homo.
Yo, chill.
And you, hey, you snitch. Anyway, so
You snitch, bro.
Oh Jesus.
Oh shit, it's midnight.
it is midnight
It's
now.
So we've technically filmed like
We filmed
over
all
2
day.
days. Yeah.
Whoa.
Over the course of 2 days. That's pretty lit, isn't it?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
amazing.
Technically, I'm not
the
wrong.
grind doesn't stop. New
Technically,
year, new me,
you're
baby.
On gang. On gang.
New
on
year,
gang.
new me, baby.
Oh yeah. Ski.
Same shit, different year. Have you seen that? Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
taking a shit.
It's
Yeah.
fucking lit.
Fucking classic.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh.
Is that this the end?
Yeah, this is the end of the episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to
Yes.
show some love, follow us on Instagram. I'll put our @ in the bio,
Hell yeah.
or I guess @ in the description on
Description.
YouTube.
Premium
Yeah.
poppin' podcast. If you don't remember that
again-
shit, you're a fucking idiot.
All
But again,
right.
we're trying to
Don't-
get this on Spotify.
He's just aggressive. He loves you.
and if there's any other
Right.
sites that you want us to put this on, just let us know in the comments. Give
Yeah.
us some feedback.
we're
all-
trying to get on Spotify, like we said last episode, but it
Yeah.
might take a little bit.
Yeah, it might take a little bit, but we're still taking feedback. We just want this whole podcast to be about you guys. You know,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you guys want to hear, what you guys want to like.
Yeah, we're just sitting
Listen on whatever's best for you guys. We'll take that in consideration and try to work with it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And what were we gonna? Oh yeah, if you guys want to send like stories like in our email, we can.
This is
read
what we were
them.
talking about before filming this. We were saying it would be great if we could get some actual like stories from you guys.
Yeah,
And we can actually
and
read them on the
react to them.
podcast,
That shit
especially
would
if
be
there's some
so lit.
stories you don't want to talk about. Like if it's whether it's like you, it's really embarrassing. You don't want it to know that's you.
Yeah,
you know?
we won't.
Anonymous
We're not
send
going to
it,
expose it.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll do it
Yeah.
anonymously.
We'll do it anonymously, and then so I just think it would be great and funny
I mean,
for the viewers.
I'm bad with names.
Absolutely.
I'm bad with saying names, but if I don't know your name, then I can't fucking mess
Exactly.
it up.
Exactly.
Genius.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Till next time.
Premium
Yeah,
Poppin'
till next
Podcast.
time.
Premium Poppin' Podcast.
All right.
Premium
They
Poppin'
know the
Podcast.
fucking.